Hello. Today I wanted to spend a little bit of time just talking about a term we often use in Pilates, which is our neutral spine or a neutral pelvis position. What we mean when we say this is that we're maintaining the natural curvature of the spine whilst we move our arms and our legs away from the body. So if we think about our spine, we have a natural S-shaped curve going from the base of our necks down to our sacrum or our tailbone. So if I turn side on, at the top of our back, we've got a slight rounding to that back called a kyphosis. And then we come back into a bit of the sway back position here, which is called a lumbar lordosis. And how much curve you have will depend on your own body type and your own anatomy. But we want to maintain that position during our exercises. And the easiest way to practice this is coming down onto the mat. We're going to bring our hands into a diamond position. So fingertips together, thumb together. And then we're going to place that diamond down onto our belly with our thumbs on our belly button and fingertips pointing down towards our pubic bone. Now from here, I want you to imagine we've popped a little marble in your diamond. I'm going to get you to roll that marble down to the tip of your diamond so that the pubic bone is just tilting towards the ground and you have a little arch under your back. From here, we can see if we can roll that imaginary marble back down towards our belly button. Here we're tucking the tailbone under and our pubic bone's rising up towards the ceiling. We'll be just creating that arch behind the lower back and then flattening the back down. And I just want you to see how far you can go in each direction and then start to make that movement a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller until you come to a halt midway between the two endpoints there. And this should be our neutral spine position. And to check that, we bring our hands back into that diamond position. If we have a little look up at that, our diamond should be pretty level. Good. Now, again, the extent of the arch behind the back will be dictated by everybody's normal curve, what is normal for them. And what we want to do in Pilates is we want to challenge maintaining this neutral spine position. So as we move our arms and legs away from the body, it's going to be easiest for those tummy muscles to relax and for our legs or our the gravity of a movement to pull us out of this position. And we're using these tummy muscles and our core muscles that wrap around the spine like a corset to maintain this neutral position. So to give you an example, if we float our arms up to shoulder height, hold for a breath in, and on our breath out we float those arms overhead. Now if you bring them all the way to the mat, most people will have created a much larger gap underneath their back. And they won't be able to reach all the way back without losing our neutral spine position. Whereas if we just go a little bit less, make that movement smaller, we're able to control that movement and keep that neutral alignment. Good, have a little practice here. Breath in to prepare. Breath out, floating the arms overhead, just going as far as you're able to control. Don't allow that gap, that little arch under the lower back to increase or decrease. Good. Lovely. Good, let's have one more go here. And then bring the arms down by the side. We also can challenge our pelvic position about forwards and backwards rocking movement by extending one leg away. So if we just transfer the weight into one leg, glide the opposite foot just along the mat, keeping that pelvis level. And again, it might be you can't completely extend. That's absolutely fine. Have a practice here, making that movement a little bit smaller. Or it might be you're able to extend that leg all the way. And then we come back. Good, have a go, practicing on either side. Extending away. Good, and coming back. So again here, as the leg extends, it's pulling us down and your body's going to want to increase that arch. We want to gently engage through the tummy muscles, use our breath to keep that neutral position. Good. So that's our pelvic stability work for moving forwards and back. But the pelvis obviously can move in different directions and it can move side to side as well. So this time, bring your fingertips onto your hip bones. And I want you just to feel them and see what happens as you take one knee out to the side. So if you imagine you've got a glass of water placed on your right knee, when you take your left knee out to the side, do your hip bones stay relatively level? Or is your right hip starting to lift up and your right bum cheek starting to float off the mat? Again, we're trying here to keep that movement nice and small and maintain this pelvis in the same position. We're not allowing it to roll side to side or change that weight distribution. Good. Have a practice just moving one leg out to the side and then the other. Good. And a way I like to think about engaging through these core muscles as it is a way I like to think about engaging our core muscles is if we were wearing a pair of trousers with a belt going across our hip bones where our fingertips are. Imagine you were doing that belt up one notch. We're gently engaging the tummy muscles, just drawing them down away from that belt. Good. Excellent work, everyone. And now maybe we think about combining arm and leg movements. So let's float our arms up to shoulder height. Now we have a go extending the arms and one leg. Breath out as the arms float overhead. Breath in to hold, breath out, we come back. Good, breath in to prepare, breath out, floating away. Good. Lovely. Now with Pilates, we don't want to be bracing and really working, holding on for those tummy muscles, squeezing as tight as we can. We want our tummy muscles to work when we need them. So when I'm here in this rest position, in my neutral spine position, my tummy muscles shouldn't be working. But when we come to that end point in the movement where we're trying and challenging our tummy muscles to stop us arching through the spine to create extra movement, that's where we want them to kick in. And that's why we use our breath at that hardest point of the movement, which tends to be as we're furthest away. So we use that breath to stop us really holding on and squeezing extra hard through the muscles. Good, lovely. One more go here, either side. And then we'll have a go just popping up into tabletop. So relax the arms down by the side. We're going to have a go just scooping one leg in towards our hip bottom and then up to a 90-degree angle and lower down. Good. Opposite leg. Bring the hands back onto your pelvis if that helps. Good. Can you keep that diamond level? Good. Maybe have a go here. Float one leg up. Hold for a breath in. On the breath out, can you float a second leg up? Good. What happened to the diamond? Did it tilt forwards and back? Did you feel your tummy muscles really lifting up into that diamond? If so, we might not be quite ready for double leg work. Good. If you find you're flattening the back and the knees are coming up over your shoulders, push the legs away, bring the heel into your bottom and then lower. And just making that lever a little bit smaller, reducing the load a little bit. Good. Lovely. If you do find your tummy muscles doming up towards the ceiling, just work on one leg at the moment and getting that movement nice and familiar, building up the endurance of these muscles around the pelvis. Okay, everyone, that is enough from me. I hope you have enjoyed that session and hopefully it makes a little bit more sense now when we use the term pelvic stability or neutral spine within our Pilates classes.